Hello guys, welcome back to the second episode of my Ark Beginners Guide, and today, as promised, we're going to be talking about how to set up your first base. So I recommend for your first base to build a 9x9 thatch, like foundation basically. In order to get the building materials, you need to be at least level 4. So let me just grab all of these just for showing you in this video. So now we can obviously build, like I said, the thatch foundations. I can build 7 of them at the moment. So I'll get them built, and I think you'll find I'll need more wood. So based on what I showed you in the last episode, we're going to go over towards the tree now and hit it with a hatchet to get more wood. I'm also going to show you your food sources for this early on in the game, this episode. But we'll get this base built first, just so it's out of the way. That stego is going to be an hour away. That's not ideal. There we go. So I've got more wood, and now we can craft 1, 2, 3 more foundations. A door frame, a door, and all those walls. And as you can see, we've now unlocked a load more stuff. So I'll get into these shortly. Let me just finish off building these. I'm going to get rid of that stone because it's taking up weight. Apparently everything's taking up weight, so I'm going to have to get rid of some of that wood. Might have to pick that back up actually. What's taking up all this weight? Apparently a lot of it is the foundations, which is typical. Let's get rid of them then. Get rid of them, get rid of them. Which means we can now move, but we're stuck. Typical. Right, we're just going to have to wait for these to finish crafting. Yeah, our weight's dropping significantly now. Just get rid of this tree, there we are. Right, so we're going to go over here now and we're going to start building our base in a nice open area so that we can see. For anything that's more than like a couple of... So there you go, that's your foundations built. You then want to put a doorway on. I always recommend putting your doorway on the side that's got the lowest to the ground, because you don't want to be getting stuck in trying to get in your base if something's chasing you. Oh, just wasted a wall and just wasted another one. So you can pick these back up within the first 30 seconds of you placing them. But yeah, try not to waste any. Your first base I do recommend on building too high, because you'll save yourself some effort in the later stages. But for now that will do. Obviously you should be putting a roof on it, but for timing's sake I'm going to say to leave it in this video, because we're already 3 minutes in and I want to keep these nice and short for you guys. So here's a campfire we crafted in the last episode. So now I'm going to show you why this is useful. So like I said, we're on the beach where dodos mainly spawn. I'm not going to kill that one because it's higher level. Live straw are always also an easy source of food, because as you can see they can't really escape. So this is where the hatchet and the pickaxe come in different again. If you want to gather more food, which is meat, hit it with a pickaxe. If you want more hide, hit it with a hatchet. So I'll try and show you killing this dodo. Difference. Come on, dodo. So as you can see, I got nearly a third more hide from killing that there. Why have we got a pterodon in our base? Get out. Get out. May as well just kill it if it's not going to move. Could always do with the extra hide. There we go. So, campfire for food. You can drop in 2 lots of 20 meat, as I've done here. And if you put wood in, it will light the fire. You can get better things such as spark powder and angler gel later on in the game that will last longer than wood. But for now, wood will do fine for food. Your other food source, which I said I'd tell you, is actually berries. So when you gather in the bushes and the fibre, you can use berries for food, and as you can see my food is going up from eating the berries. but they're not the most efficient, so don't rely on them. Always try to have a food source that is meat or something similar. Now, onto the requirements for your base. So, if I go into here, and we have a look at my engram points, you've got a hide sleeping bag, so I recommend learning that. And you've got this here, which is called a mortar and pestle. Level 7 is what we need next, so I'm going to grab this mortar and pestle first, because we need to craft that. And if I level up here, it will actually let me learn the bed. So, we still need to learn some storage, which is there, but we can do that on the next level up. So we've got the hide, we've got the flint, we need some more wood, and we need some more stone, by the looks of it. Yeah, more wood and more stone. So we're going to go out and grab that. So again, it means just going up to the resource that you're calling, which is stone, which will allow me to now craft that. Now if I go over to this tree over here, we can craft ourselves a bed. Now, what are both these items important for? Well, I will tell you. So, I'll just grab this wood and then craft this. So, bed, it's important for one thing. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. We've got hyenas and they will cause us a problem. So yeah, beds are good for respawning. So, when you've got a bed in your base, what it will actually allow you to do is if you die, this bed will act as a respawn point. So you'll respawn back here rather than having to use the set respawn locations on the map. Your mortar and pestle is good for crafting certain resources. So we haven't unlocked any just yet, but for example narcotics here, which are used for taming dinosaurs, which we will be covering in the next video, and they basically stop the dino from waking up, and you can use narco berries and spoiled meat to craft this. Spark powder, which I mentioned in the last episode, this episode, which will last longer in the campfire to cook more food, you can craft that in the mortar and pestle using flint and stone. So these are all what the mortar and pestle is good for, and you will need to start using them quite early on just to craft the things that you need. So I'm going to put them narco berries in there because, as mentioned, they combine with spoiled meat to craft narcotics. The last thing is obviously the wooden storage. Now the wooden storage is good because anything that you're not using at this moment in time you can put in there and it stops you being weighed down, which is again pretty obvious, not too complicated. But there you go. The campfire has now cooked us 9 cooked meat, which I always put on my hotbar as 0, and it also crafts charcoal, which again is needed later on in order to create gunpowder for weapons, etc. So that is that for this episode, guys. I will craft the storage just to put some bits in so we're not overwhelmed with weight, and I'm probably going to get rid of them hyenas because they're going to cause a problem in future videos. So yep guys, hope you found this video helpful as always, and I will see you next time.